You've been around some heavy hitters. You're Drake and Kevin Hart.
Yes, sir.
What is some of the best advice? And because you see Kevin Hart, he's in commercials, he's in sitcoms, he's doing. I mean, Kev, and I told him, I said, bro, do you sleep? I mean, when do you have vacation? I mean, you shooting a movie on vacation. But I've never seen anything like his work ethic.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's honestly what made me such a huge fan of him as well too. Just early on, before I even got any of the fame, but when I got a chance to meet him, he gave us so many gems, man. Me and my team, we were sitting and talking to him after his show, and he gave us it was a joke at first, but then he told us the real. At first, he said, "Where's your crew, man? Like, where's your friends?" And I was like, "Oh, they right here." One of my boys was getting a drink. One of my boys was talking to a girl. I was like, "Yo, come here." And Kevin Hart standing there. He said, "Okay, hold on. This ain't gonna work." He said, "Okay, now I didn't know these was your boys. This ain't gonna work right here." And I was like, "What?" He said, "He got on this, he got on that." And he just started roasting them. But it was funny. But then he really told us some real stuff. He was like, "Nah, I really want to genuinely talk to y'all. The roller coaster is only as long as somebody's watching." Before he said the roller coaster goes up. He said some analogy about like how the roller coaster goes up, but it only goes up as long as somebody's watching and making sure you guys are continuing to stay on track.
Right.
And because the roller coaster can fall at any moment,
right.
And you won't even know because you'll continue to just ride and think, "Oh, I'm famous, I'm lit, right. We good. I don't got to really work that hard no more. We good." He said if nobody's watching that, you'll just be on for the ride and it'll just go downhill from there. So. Right. It was an analogy that had something to do with that. I don't know exactly what he said, but it hit me and my team and everybody. We talked about that, and that was really impactful to us for real.
Did Kev tell you don't be a bitch?
Yeah, he told us that too. He said that too.
Yeah. So you like, hold up, bro, you just met me. I didn't tell me don't be a bitch.
Yeah. I think he just wanted. He was just like, yo, you're not. You're opening for these artists and stuff. You are special. Like you are a great talent, you need to go and do your own thing.
Right.
Like you have it, you got it. Stop thinking that he was like, yeah, I saw those shows, I came and watched, and I didn't even know he came and watched.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, you spied on me? Like you came and seen and you ain't say nothing. Like, so he was like, yeah, I seen your little things, and that's cool and all, but stop being a bitch. And I just that hit me too. That was another piece of advice.
Was it because were you afraid to go out on your own?
You could say that. I think it's something that kind of gets stuck to some people who do social media,
right?
Because you get the fame of being on camera first, or being on your own phone camera,
right?
Which gives you a comfortable feeling,
right?
With that, it's almost backwards because for them, they had to start before they got onto a camera.
Correct.
They had to go and do it in front of people.
Right.
So it's like a complete 100% flip.
Right.
So so that's kind of like what he was telling me and just letting me know that is like, bro, get out there and do your thing for real. So.
I watched. I don't know if you watched the Golden Globes, but Eddie Murphy got I think the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and he stood up there and said that 3 things, and you'll have a very long and promising career. He's like, pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your mouth. Has someone ever been upset with you with something you said?
Man.
Or you try to avoid, or you try to, I ain't gonna talk about nobody.
I mean, not yet. Nobody has, I haven't had that type of scenario yet. I haven't really talked about anybody in the public eye like that. Nah, not at all. I tend not to mess with it, stay out of people's business. That's the real thing though, for real, because you don't know what somebody got going on. Like, you ain't know what they had going on in that situation.
He might have just had a bad day.
Right, bad day. They could have just got out of argument. Anything could have been happening, so. Yeah, you just never know. Like, so he right about that. Stay out of people's business. He ain't lying.
Have you ever been booed?
Not yet. Shit, I ain't looking forward to that.
I mean, hey, even Michael Jordan done shot an air ball. LeBron done shot an air ball.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady.
That's what I said. I ain't looking forward to it, but I know I'm human. So just hopefully not on this tour.
Right.
We'll do one of them small shows. Y'all can boo me off that small show. Don't do this tour here, though. Y'all don't do this one.
What advice would you give comedians that kind of started the way you did? You started on the internet, and you kind of built this large following so big that you're able to headline your own 30-city tour.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody that wants to go the route that you went?
I would just say stay consistent, man. I think we all lose track of like where we're going sometimes when you fail, and I think it was times where I had videos I thought was gonna do great, or like a scenario where I thought maybe I should quit this tour when I was on tour with Jack, you know,
Right.
just not feeling comfortable, like I wasn't comfortable on the tour bus, and I didn't have my friends with me, and I was like, I just want to go home. I don't feel like finishing this. But it's like, if you do that, what are the consequences? You know?
Right.
So it makes you think. So I'll say the biggest thing is consistency. And I know I used to hear celebrities say that type of stuff back when I would watch interviews. Like, man, everybody say that. Stay consistent, that's whatever. But honestly, genuinely, that's really it right there, because it don't matter what happens. If you, like you said, get booed off a stage or something goes wrong or this goes left, stay consistent. As long as you stay consistent, it will continue to work. You know, and know what you're staying consistent with, because there's some of them rappers out there you need to quit. So don't take that.
You consistently
Don't take it the wrong way, boy. You need to quit. Don't take that the wrong way. Don't take that message wrong.
You mentioned your team. You got a couple of your homeboys with you.
Yes.
You have a writing team. You've assembled a great team around
Yes,
you
yes.
that you like. Okay, this is my group. This is my 5, 6 guys or gals, whomever.
Yes.
This is who I'm taking to the top.
Yes. I have that assembled already, man. And we have writing meetings all the time, like weekly, you know, nightly. Like whenever we get a chance to all come together and like just be in the office at the house and just write and come up with funny stuff.
Right.
Happens all the time. And even when we just have quick conversations, sometimes we got to pull out our phone notes.
Right.
And got to type it in there just because it's something that we are laughing about, or,
Right.
or a scenario where we talking about. So yeah, I'm big on that for sure. Yeah.
Have you ever been on a date and like, hold on, baby, this thought just came to my head.
All the time. That happens
Come on, dude.
Everywhere, man.
And you
Even
think-
in my sleep, I be waking up out of my sleep and just grab my phone and just, I swear, bro, because stuff always be coming to me. Or I think about stuff like, even my homeboys will say it, they'll be like, bro, like I'll be asleep on the sofa maybe, right?
Yeah.
And they'll notice me get up and like they'll be like, yo, what's going on with you, man? I'm like, man, I just thought of something. I don't know if that just random little stuff. And I think, yeah, that's what keeps it going though.
You think of something, you at dinner, or y'all at home watching a movie.
Oh, I'm definitely pulling out the phone notes.
And then she's like, bruh.
It don't matter what's going on.
So how do they respond when you do that?
They don't like when I be on my phone or locked in on my phone and I can't hear anything.
Right.
So they'll be saying my name, Drew, and I don't say anything. You know.
Right.
So I think that's a big pet peeve for any.
Do they understand that what you're trying to do?
A lot of them don't. Because people think like when you're a comedian, they like, oh, it's all jokes. You ain't working hard, man.
Right.
What you ain't working on nothing.
Right.
But really, it's like, hey, you can't.
It's 24 hours, really. Because you're taking real life situations, but you're making them funny.
Yes.
So if something happens,
and with people laughing, majority of the time they don't take the grind or whatever you say you're doing serious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Happens all the time.
You let fans record your show when you're practicing?
We're 50-50 on that right now. We're trying to decide how this tour gonna go.
Right.
Because I don't know if we're gonna take everybody's phone. I want people to enjoy it, and I want it to go viral, like moments of craziness, whatever happens. So I think we'll allow it. I think out of respect, people may not record the whole thing fully. We might ask of that, but I don't like to take people's phone, not at this level.
It seems like everywhere I go, they put that phone in that bag.
Man.
Zip.
Man. Yeah, they don't play about that. And we thought about doing that, but I think a lot of the show will be like improv and like new stuff in every city. Right. So I wanted people to record and like enjoy the moments that may go viral or go anywhere.
You've made some legendary skits that's gone, as you mentioned, gone viral. Has anybody approached you about like doing a TV show or doing your own variety sketch?
Yeah. We're in talks right now with. I have a TV show that's been greenlit with FX.
Okay.
I'm shooting it with FX and Kevin Hart, and Stacey Sher also is involved. So we got some stuff going on. I'm also working alongside with Spring Hill.
Okay, yeah.
With
LeBron and Mav.
Company. Yeah, LeBron Mav company. I was just in the House Party movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a good like start thing to
They should
work.
let me be the dad.
Yeah.
They should let me.
Did you audition for it?
Nah, I did.
Come on, man. You should have auditioned for that. For real, though. Did you go watch it?
I did. I haven't watched it yet.
It comes out tonight. You should go watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna see it. You know, anytime, you know.
It was very funny.
If we put something out, I'm going to see it. I'm gonna watch us.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
And I ain't gonna sneak in. You know, I used to sneak in.
And Magic Johnson Theaters?
Yeah.
You was going to Magic Johnson Theaters?
No. I was in Atlanta.
Boy, I'm about to say, come on now.
I don't know. You remember Lennox Mall used to have a movie theater?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that, actually. It was bad.
Bruh, you been there watching.
That's the most high-end mall that's ghetto ever.
Man, you been there watching the movie, and dude pull out the phone. Hey, man, yeah, I'm in this movie, man. This motherfucker funny the motherfucker, man. Hey.
One of my homeboys, he just went to the movie a couple months ago, and somebody got shot in the movies over a seat.
Yeah.
Over a seat in Atlanta.
That might have been, you know what I'm thinking, that might have been Atlantic Station. Yeah. Because, you know, they closed the Tara.
Yeah.
You know, one that used to be on Selfridge.
Solo, that was Atlantic Station? Yeah.
That was it was in Phipps. Phipps Plaza, yeah.
Was it Phipps Arena?
Yeah, Philip. He said Philip. Yeah, Philip. Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's exactly where that was.
Yeah.
Damn, I might need to move because I'm like,
hey, I'm telling you,
a quarter mile from.
Hey, boy, it's getting rough.
Yeah,
them nice areas ain't nice no more.
Yeah, but you know, then they got everybody. Georgia done relaxed, and everybody can carry the handgun. You don't need no permit. So, you know, this the wild.
Wide open.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you talk to people.
Yeah, man.
Because people ain't knuckling up no more.
That's why I just stay ducked off, man. I don't got to be all out there.
That's how.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go nowhere. You know what? All the movies they stream them on TV now.
I ain't going no more.
Yo, man. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.